incredible. She should swing.
Dad, can I do it? Can I?
Let's get off.
You're about to be shot and you've got one of those cigarettes. I've got to try and get it. Can you do it to me again? Yeah.
Oh,
Keep your arm like that and I'll try and get. I'll try and get. Mark, I'm the lion. Don't worry, I've got it covered.
No, I think it's silly.
I've got you covered.
No.
Hello.
We'll do something interesting then.
What?
Do something interesting.
The first talking point tonight is cruelty to animals, and that means all animals, whether they're in circuses, zoos, or in your own home.
When you have a pet, you should care for it all of the time. It's like part of the family. It's like a human being in a way. We had a cat called a Tiddles. I think we had her for around about 14 or 15 years, I'm not so sure. She got put down a while ago. She had senile dementia. We were very sad about that.
I think it's cruel to keep animals in cages because they haven't got enough space to run about. And how would we like it if we were kept in cages and people looked at us every day?
In circuses, they're forced to do tricks, and if it's a travelling circus, well, they're always on the move and they could fall ill, and they mightn't be able to get a vet in.
Elephants should be able to live free without people coming, killing them, and just getting all the tufts for ivory.
I don't think the dog tag rule will work because it's supposed to be under their ear, and if a big Rottweiler came to attack you, you wouldn't just go, sit, wait doggy, look under its ear, get the coat. I'll remember that. No, come on, you can do it.
One of the other main issues this week is the comments from Prince Charles about the declining standard of English taught in schools.
I think Prince Charles was wrong because everyone understands him being like upset about letters and not having been typed out, but he should have just said in private, right, this isn't good enough, I'm going to send some of you out on a course. Because he's like offended thousands of people in his office and English teachers and stuff like that.
I don't know, well I think Prince Charles really had a bit of a cheek saying that, because in our school there is good English teachers and you are corrected if you say anything wrong.
The environment and how we look after it attracted some strong views too.
I'm worried about dog dirt, but I've got a dog, and we try not to let it foul the pavement. And everyone says they should use the poop scoops where you can pick it up, but you can't get them. I've never seen them in the shops or anything like that.
I think it's a really good idea of, school kids getting our own say, putting our own opinions towards the television and letting other people listen to us and what we've got to say.
Quite right. Blackpool will soon be full of pooper scoopers. You should go there. Well, today, of course, July the 4th is American Independence Day. And to mark
towards a decent living wage.
Roll
The banners, the badges and the copies of militant newspapers distinguish the gathering at Pier Head in Liverpool from the customary parties of tourists. National officials voice their determination to escalate the action which has crippled town hall services throughout the country.
But what we've got to say to those local authorities is that saying it here isn't good enough.
Pickets were positioned at police headquarters and most municipal buildings.
We're particularly low paid and, you know, we feel as though we've had an ordeal and I think we're prepared to strike now.
What do you say to the argument that more money for you will mean less money for the services?
No, I don't believe that. Our office is at the top of the scale. We're in a sort of pyramid. Our senior officers, their pay is like 4 times mine. I'm a basic grade typist. But I've still got to live.
Nulgo says it's stepping up its action with 2- and 3-day stoppages in the coming weeks. Coupled with increasing unrest in other industries, there's the threat of a further rail strike tomorrow. The trade union movement believes it's driving home the message that this is the start of a summer of discontent.
Well, now to the continuing battle between one of the country's biggest building firms and a group of people fighting to save the Greenbelt. For the second day running, people living at Bradshaw near Bolton have been trying to stop Barratt's moving onto a site where they want to build more than 250 houses. Brian Eads reports.
Where have all the flowers gone? Long time passing. Where have all the flowers
Another nice
gone?
day for a protest, and not too many wildflowers brought under the bulldozer. Not yet, anyway. But the good-natured atmosphere that's persisted since Bradshaw residents began obstructing Barratt's plans on Monday has been fractured. Iris Martin was among several people who say they put themselves between men with bow saws and the trees they aim to cut down. She claims to have suffered these cuts in the melee. Barratt's, for their part, say they regret the behaviour of some people whose actions, they say, endangered the safety of both themselves and others. Inevitably, perhaps, those who oppose the 37-acre, £20 million housing development and those who favour it have found no common ground. Local residents say the land is protected by covenant. Barratt say it isn't, and anyway they have the appropriate planning permissions. Their latest response has been to issue writs against 2 of the protest organisers.
You're in court tomorrow, incitement to trespass. Are you ready to throw in the towel?
Anything but. I think everybody here, and myself included, feels that it's one of the desperate acts that Barratt's are prepared to go to of a desperate developer. And I think it shows quite clearly that we're on the ascendancy.
Optimistic words, but the outlook for opponents of the development is decidedly gloomy. An application to restrain Barratt's has been turned down, and Bolton Council says the legal advice they're getting is that the builders would win any court battle. However, protest leaders refuse to believe that all their options are exhausted.
If we lose it in the courts, there's the European Court that we hope to take our case to.
2 things at least seem certain. The legal wrangle is set to intensify, and the people of Bradshaw are set to spend a second night under canvas in their efforts to frustrate Barratt's development plans for this so far unspoilt piece of countryside.
New figures released by the children's charity, the NSPCC, have revealed a staggering 12-fold increase in reported child sex abuse over the past 5 years. What's more, these distressing statistics may not tell the whole story because many cases inevitably remain hidden by secrecy and fear. But now a group of women in the Northwest who are themselves victims of child abuse have decided to share their experiences in the hope that something can be done, as Hazel Barrett now reports.
Even today, the sexual abuse of children is a subject rarely talked about. One of the biggest problems is the children who are subjected to often horrific abuse are too frightened to speak.
I made a conscious decision not to tell anybody. I didn't want to lose my family. I didn't want to lose my grandmother, who was married to this man, because she was a lovely woman. I didn't want to lose my brothers. I didn't want to lose my parents. They've believed me. Would they have just thought that I was a very nasty little girl, saying very nasty things about a man that everybody loved?
More importantly, most are told they'll be subject to even more violence. Sandy was abused from an early age.
From the age of about 7 onwards, up until 14, 15.
Were you threatened if you told anyone?
Many times. I was threatened with my throat cut, drowning,
you name it, it's most sadistic things to be threatened with.
Conservative estimates reckon 1 in every 10 children are victims of abuse of some kind, but the exact number of those who are being sexually abused is impossible to calculate. From the age of 2, Elisa Nixon was abused by her stepfather. Under threat not to tell anyone, Elisa suffered in silence. When she did report the often daily attacks to police when she was 7 years old, no action was taken. Elisa took action herself. In the 3 years that followed, she tried twice to kill herself with an overdose of Valium.
He was the one who should feel guilty and ashamed, not me. He was the one who should be feeling all these feelings, not me. And once I come to terms with the fact that I couldn't have anything to do with it, I wasn't a willing participant. When I realised my size compared to his size, I realised it wasn't me, it was him. Even if I'd wanted it to stop, he was so violent, I couldn't have got it to stop.
When she was finally able to confide her experiences fully to a friend at the age of 16, she made a pledge to herself to stop being a victim for the rest of her life. She's now joined a unique self-help group in Cheshire. Perhaps for the first time in their lives, women openly speak about their horrific pasts. They call themselves survivors, in complete contrast to the perception of them being victims. Elisa has a stark warning to people who are abusing young children at this time.
You may think they'll never grow up, but one day they will grow up into an adult and confront you. Maybe with call to action, maybe not, but they will confront you. And it's not, they may be a child and you may be able to keep them quiet now. Once they reach adulthood, you can't keep an adult quiet.
The group, which is based in Ellesmere Port, is now so positive about improving services for abused children, they counselled police officers, social workers and nurses on the subject.
It seems like heaven's on the run. You've got to get it you